In this short video, I'm going to walk you through how you can really bring your buyer personas to life and help your sellers and your marketers to role play with them rather than it being a static document. So hopefully you've built out a few of these buyer persona documents for the key people that are part of the buying group in your target customers. And often they look like this. It's one or two slides. It's the information that you've captured about who this person, this persona is, a little bit of their interests, what they do outside of work, and then what is it that their role entails? What challenges do they face in achieving their goals? And what kind of places do they go to learn, to collaborate with peers, and what kind of things might inspire them to start looking at a product or solution like the one that you provide? Now, the problem with lots of this great work that gets done is that, as I mentioned, it's quite static and it gets stored either in a sales enablement platform, maybe it gets stored in a document repository like SharePoint or Box or Dropbox, and it never gets viewed by the actual people that need to use it. More so, even if they can find these documents, as a seller, it's very difficult to consume this information and understand how to turn it into something that you can use with your real prospects. And so that's what we're going to do here, is to take this valuable stuff that we've learned and build it into something that's a little bit more dynamic. Now, I'm going to use the example of Claude as a large language model. You may be using ChatGPT from OpenAI, but they're both, fantastic leading frontier models for your teams to be using. You may have either individual accounts, or you may have invested in a team account where you can share these kinds of things across the organization. Now, within Claude, you have the concept of a project, and a project is a fantastic place of collating and collecting specific information which future chats will use. For those of you that are deep into AI, you'll know about prompt engineering, and a project allows you to provide all of this context as part of each prompt. So here what I've done is to build or just create a project called the Chief People Officer Persona. And within that project, I'm able to add in different knowledge. So the first thing is I've just downloaded this Google Slides document. I've downloaded it as a PDF, and then I've just uploaded it. And here you can see all of that text has been stripped out of the document, so that is now added in as knowledge to this project. The second thing I've done is just to add in some text, which if I go here, add content, you can just add text. And so all I've done previously is just to write in here. And if I click on that, what I've provided is the instructions to how I want Claude to run this role-playing exercise. So I'll just summarize a little bit of this. The users of this persona guide want to role play to improve their ability to prospect into this persona. I provided some imaginary information about our company. This would be relevant to yours. Our company provides a compensation and benefits platform for medium-sized businesses. Our product competes with a full HCM platform as well as payroll providers. The key persona that we sell into is the Chief People Officer. And then I'm providing these instructions. So when a user initiates a chat, you should ask them for their name, the name of the account they're looking to role play with, and the name of the Chief People Officer that's at that company. You're then going to take on the role of that Chief People Officer. You'll then kick off the role play by pretending to answer a phone call. Hi, this is, and say the name that was provided, and then follow the role play along using the knowledge that you've been provided about your role and the challenges you face. As a caveat, if you feel that the user of this chat is struggling or doesn't know what questions to ask, you can come out of character and guide them. As an example, you might say, consider asking me about a typical day, or how about asking me what metrics I'm measured on? And so here you can see we're just using natural language. It's almost as if you had a new human being that was joining your company to run role plays. And this is what you would be guiding them, is how you want to guide these role plays. So this is quite high level. You could obviously provide a lot more detail in terms of the structure of how you want these role plays to run. So then let's see how this works. Hi, please can you help me with a role play? And so what Claude is doing now is looking at that knowledge and responding exactly as we've asked. Of course, I'd be happy to help you with a role play to improve your ability to prospect. Please, can you let me know your name, the name of the account you're looking to role play in, and the name of the chief people officer at that company. So I'll say thanks, because I'm very polite when I'm speaking to AI. My name is Charlie, and I am looking to role play into Starling Bank, where the CPO is called Emily. There we go. Great. I'll now take on the role of Emily, and let's begin to role play. Hi, this is Emily speaking. Hi, Emily. I noticed on your latest quarterly report that your employee value proposition was one of the key strategic objectives for the coming year. I'm just making this up, but you'd obviously have something specific for your account. My name is Charlie. We were I'll just say RevOps Charlie for the sake of it. We work with other CPOs at financial companies to develop their employee value proposition. Have you heard our name discussed? So providing some specific context, we're introducing ourselves, there's some relevance there. And here we can see that the CPO is now role-playing. This just really helps to become a little bit more interactive and dynamic, and it'll start to get into the details of those challenges that a CPO faces, much more than a static slide would provide. If you're using this on your mobile phone, then you can just use the actual voice recording rather than typing, which makes it a little bit more dynamic. So there you go. That's a very quick intro into how you can train a project in Claude, or it would be a custom GPT in OpenAI, and then make a much more dynamic way for your sellers and your marketers to role play with the target personas that you're selling into.